All right, everybody, we're back. I got the first square hex off, and let me tell you, it was no easy task. They must have used red thread lock or something, because it was an absolute pain to get off of there. I had to use this little torch thing to heat it up, and then I set it on the floor, took a screwdriver, and kind of beat it in there a little bit to give me a little gap, and then I had to carefully pry it to get it off. It was not easy, and for some reason I can't even get this tire off the hex right now, but I will. Just these things, man. Why did Redcat use that square hex? For one, you can't use these tires on almost anything, and then two, it's an absolute pain. Anyways, so I got these wheel adapters from Ramtech RC. They convert it to a 24 millimeter hex. So it comes with the nut, a little O-ring, and the grub screws inside already that you need to go ahead and put this on. It also gives you an offset, which is going to make this thing a little bit wider, so that's cool. So basically, you just have these two little flat spots on your axle here, and you just line the grub screws up with those two little flat spots, and then you throw the O-ring over it. Once you're done, I'm gonna go ahead and blue thread lock these and everything, because I'm hoping not to have to pull these off. But yeah, hope in one hand, do your business in the other and see which one fills up first, right? All right, everybody, so we will be back in a little bit. All right, everybody, so I just want to make a quick note real quick. Make sure you put your O-ring on first. I didn't try and put it on or anything, but I just wanted to say that. Put your O-ring on first and slide it all the way forward, and then once you put it on, you just roll it back. If you do try to get your O-ring to go over this whole huge mess, I don't think you'll be very successful. So just make sure you place your O-ring on there like I did, all the way up against it, so you still have access to your grub screw holes and everything, and then you just roll it back into these little grooves here. All right, we'll be right back. So yeah, guys, that's what it's gonna look like. I got a set of 4 of these tires. They are substantially bigger than stock. They are real bead locks and everything. Yeah, so this thing's gonna be awesome. I cannot wait to get this thing out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other 3 tires, and let you know how it goes for sure, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, so the wheel hexes are on, all 4 corners, tires are on, tightened down. Man, I am getting like super excited about this. Motors in, ESC's in, everything is pretty much ready. Now the reason I have this front shock tower off is because it actually bent last time I took it out, like pretty decently. So another part of my upgrade right now is I'm going to take the front shock tower and I'm going to put it on a piece of 3 millimeter thick carbon fiber, true carbon fiber, and I'm going to basically just cut it out, trace it and cut it out in the carbon fiber. But I'm not going to use just the carbon fiber one. I'm going to double it up, so I'm going to use this with the carbon fiber to basically have a double shock tower, and I'm hoping that that'll make this strong enough to where it won't bend, because it, unfortunately, it's relatively thick. It's like 2.5 thick, but I don't think it's a very high grade of aluminum, and this buggy is going to be substantially heavier with this huge motor and ESC, 2 4S lipos, the tires. So yeah, this buggy is going to be quite a bit heavier, so I'm going to go ahead and reinforce this. I didn't have a problem with the rear, so if I do bend the rear, I'll do the same thing, but for now, I'm just gonna do the front. So yeah, I'll kind of show you how I'm gonna do it, and then like I'm gonna set it all up, and we'll be right back. All right, so basically that's what I'm gonna do. I couldn't find my little C-clamp, so yeah, big vice grip. But I'm just basically gonna take a Dremel and cut it as close as I can. Probably drill all the holes first too, so I'll drill all the holes out, and then like I said, I'll take a Dremel and I will cut it as close to everything as I can, and then I'll just go back over it with the sander Dremel and fine tune everything. So yeah, here's to double shock towers. Sweet. Alright guys, well, as you can tell by my hand, that is an extremely nasty process. Ugh, I hate doing that kind of. But this is it. Yeah, the hinge pin retainers fit perfectly in both holes, so that's awesome. And what I did was I drilled 2 extra holes, this hole and this hole. I know they're not even center or anything, I just kind of drilled them while I was doing it. If you want to make it pretty looking, go ahead and center them up and everything, but I just did that to go ahead and just hold this thing to itself. Remember that you do have to CA glue the outside edge of the carbon fiber to keep it from like splitting and stuff. But yeah, so that's gonna be my new front shock tower. I'm not going to cut this. Oh, I have to cut that section out because that's where the body goes through, I believe. I might just cut the little nose of the body off because I don't want to cut that out. I think it looks cool like that because I'm gonna set it on there with this facing towards the outside. So yeah, I'm not gonna cut that out. I'm just going to cut the nose off of the body. Anyways guys, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on and show you what the end result looks like. And like I said, I am gonna clean this up and CA glue the edges first though. Alright everybody, so I got it on there, installed, everything went together beautifully. So that is a double front shock tower. I got the shocks all hooked up. I mean, this thing is literally ready to drive right now, and I am pumped. Look at that motor. Look at that motor. Yeah, I cannot wait to take this thing out. I'm going to reinforce the body with goop and drywall tape. Like I said, just cut that little front off of it, so because I didn't put the hole in that new shock tower. But everything went together smooth this entire build because I did it the hard way, without like going over everything first and making sure I knew exactly what I was doing. It took me about 4, maybe 5 hours total. That's not including doing the body and everything, but I am pumped. I cannot wait to take this thing out. All right, everybody. Oh, one last thing for the wheel hexes. The 2 on the right side of the car, or left side if you're looking at it, were hard, really hard to get off. The 2 on this side, which would be the driver's side, easy. Literally, they just slid right off. All right, everybody, I will give you the finished product once I get the body done and everything. I'm so pumped. This thing looks so awesome.